Welcome back folks to the 9.9 recommended mods and XVM settings video for the tanks. Now as always, I'll demonstrate what my mods look like and sound like before I show you where I can find these mods and how to install them. So here is the garage. As you can see, it has a lot more feature than the vanilla water tanks, like the ping bar right here, number of players online, lock buttons for your gold and free XP to prevent you from accidentally using them, a time, more options for your crew, like dropping all crew, putting the best crew and other stuff, so more options, automatic return crew, which is very handy for premium tanks, like this one for example. Click this button and you use the last crew you have on this premium tank. Also goes for normal tanks, but it's more useful for premiums. You have more filters on the bottom to sort out different tanks like premiums, normal, no mastery badge, non-elite, other stuff, as well as different tier filters like tier 7, tier 9s, yada yada yada, you know, good stuff. So more options for you. The carousel has more information like the percent chance of winning with that tank, number of battles fought, average damage per battle, number of marks of excellence, and your mastery badge. So more stuff, as well as the tier this tank face. This is handy for premium tanks with preferential matchmaking, like the TOG 2, which could only see up to tier 7 as opposed to tier 8s. And XVM will give you actual reload time and actual view range. So as you can see, here is your actual gun reload time and your actual view range based on your crew, the equipment, and consumables. So it's not the paper stats of your tank. And lastly, we have your stats in the service record. So click here and click on vehicles. So you can see your stats with your different tanks. You can filter your own tanks based on your efficiency rating. So you can see which tank you do the best in. And you might want to abuse that tank or stat pad if you want. It's up to you. And your general overall stats is right here. And that's pretty much all the garage benefits. And lastly, when you press the button, the arrow keys on your keypad, you can switch your garage. So press down. Here is the birthday garage for wargaming, I guess. And here is the birthday garage again. But it's better than the standard dank basement of a garage, so I don't like this garage. If you don't have premium accounts and don't like this garage, yeah, just switch it to a premium one. And that's all the benefits for the garage. Now let's do a live battle and I'll show you all the key features within the game to help you during the battle. And here's a live demonstration of all the mods I use within the game. So here is the loading screen. As you can see, it shows a lot of stats, like the efficiency ratings of all the players, as well as the chance to win, yada yada yada. So if you're a stats heavy guy, you would like it, but yeah. Now, here is the main screen. If you press Control, the left control key, it brings up the minimap, so you can see it better. The red square is the draw distance. That's where stuff appears on your main screen. The blue circle is your view range. The whitish yellow circle is the maximum view range. And the blue line is your gun direction pointing to. If you press Alt, you can see the last spotted HP of your enemies. And you can hear the different engine sounds as well as gun sounds. There is one artillery, which is not cool. So there is an up sound with the gun reloads as well as the engine sounds. Guess we're going to the hill. Okay, that's fine with me. Keep me out of battle and snipe. So there's a zoom mod. It can help you zoom out to see around corners. There is a different crosshair for your gun sights. So as you can see, it's more rustic than the normal laser LED HUD, whatever they call it, and a better zoom mod to help you see farther in, like there. All of these will help you improve your gameplay. and makes the game feel more enjoyable. Alright. Let's see what we can see. Now there's no bush up here, and that's not that great. I do have 6 cents. I have been spotted. As you can see, have a different 6 cents icon. So let's go off the hill. I'm the first one spotted. No way that artillery won't shoot at me. So get out of there. Sam, you're such a chicken, bolting at the first sight of being spotted. Okay, we have a target now. So our teammates with the IS-8 should be able to shoot at this guy.
Target acquired. Let's find another target.
There we go. Stop your turret. I know the weak spots of the Centurion. There's artillery. So you can hear different splash sounds with RT shells. What? High explosive? T-30? You for reals?
Ready to fire. Target unlocked.
That's a high explosive from a T-30 with a 155mm gun. For reals? You what, mate? You what? Okay, we bounce off a shot from the Lorraine, from the Mantlet. High explosive with 155. You what, mate? Right. There's a T-54E.
Target acquired.
What is he doing?
Enemy is hit.
There we go. Take a shot. So zoom mods help you shoot at long distances. I think I penetrated that shot.
Ready to fire.
Come on, come on, come on. Dang
Target
it.
released.
So here's a long distance shot. Just whiffed. Building, 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 building. 32. He spots me. Or not. Huh.
Permission to engage. Target unlocked.
Missed. Alright, I don't want to get shot at by the IS as well as the T-54E1. So let's take our time. Do not see anything.
Got him.
Goodbye.
Target acquired.
What? The Centurion left all the way down there now?
Enemy armor is destroyed.
Alright. T-32. Artillery still loves to shoot at me for all the reasons in the world. Oh, T-54. Oh, he disappeared.
Permission to engage.
Damn, building. Snapshot on that. Missed. Oh. Come on, come on.
Target unlocked. We didn't penetrate their armor.
Side scraped ass.
Gotcha.
Cheeky bastard. Alright. Now we have a T-54s. There's Romtel Borsig as well as an SU-12244 guarding this T-54, as well as IS overwatching this hill. So let's get into this little crevice down here. We took a hit from the Lorraine, which is not cool, but 83% health. Okay, SU-12244 is dead. Go Tiger. Yes, balls deep. Out of tracks. erased, evaporated. What the frick? Alright, where's that T-54? There's one, there's the Russian one. Where's the Russian one? He's likely camping back there now. Oh well. But yeah, you can see the zoom mods help you guide your shots. Well, half of it is the gun, the other half is the zoom mod.
One of our tracks is damaged.
Aha!
Ready to
Punk.
fire. Target unlocked. Enemy is hit.
Ow. He has a stock turret, looks like.
Enemy armor is hit.
I have side skirts. It will bounce shots. There you go. Side skirts will bounce shots as well as the turret, but know your tank. That's the main important thing to understand about water tanks, as well as the zoom mods will help you to see farther with XVM to show you where the enemies are and gauge different situations, but that's how you play it. And as you can see on the top, that's where the hit log shows all the damage, yada yada yada. Very simple, right? So easy game, not that hard to understand with XVM. There are a lot of spotting damage. Okay, fine. So very simple. That's how all the mods work and makes your game more enjoyable. Makes it sound a lot better than the normal vanilla water tanks. But here's how to install all these mods. And here is how to install all the mods I use for water tanks. Now before you start, you have to check which version of water tanks you have. A lot of new players will make this mistake. This video is pertaining to water tanks patch 9.9. If you watch this video in the future and come to me and say, Sam, I did all you asked me to do or all you told me to do, but it does not work, well, it might be patch 9.10 or 9.11. This video is for only 9.9, so for newer patches, a new mod installer is needed. Alright, so it goes by patch. Alright, that's the first issue. The second issue is that you have to make a backup file of your water tanks folder. Now, it might be too big for you to copy everything in this folder. So this folder is almost 20 gigabytes of data. So the main important file you need to have a copy of is the res folder and audio folder. So this folder is very important. Copy this folder most importantly, because this gets altered if you have different sound mods, and it is one of the most changed folders that's not in res mod. So this is very important. Make a copy of it and post it onto your desktop, whatever. Make a backup copy. And here is the main mods I use. So there are two websites. The first one is Aslain's, so aslain.com. Right here, go to download and click on the 0.9.9, and you want this XVM mod plus modpack installer. So right here, click it and download. The second file you need is the Craig Striebler's engine sound. So go to download, click on download, and it should guide you towards this engine sound. So download this, and you should have two files. Now, I use an older version of Aslain's because I know it's stable, and newer version tends to have some sort of bugs and whatever, but I'll provide you with the older version. So you have two files right here. Go to Aslain's and click on Run as Administrator. Yes. Now, it used to be that you have to install XVM with sight mods, engine sound mods, gun sound mods, crosshair mods, all separately and manually, which takes forever. But when Aslain come about, and his modpack installer is very useful in my opinion, I highly recommend it. And if you have time, please support him. But this modpack installer, just so convenient of putting everything into one. So we don't need a newer version, no. But yeah, it used to be like you have to install things separately and by hand, which was confusing and yeah, not that fun. So it is a big file, but it takes a long time to load, but it's worth it. Saves you a lot of trouble than the past. past way of doing stuff. It was rough. So I'll go through all the settings and give you a few description of what I think is important and what's convoluted and unnecessary. So go to next, click next. Here's the list of all the updated stuff. Next, choose your World of Tanks folder. Next, and here is all the details. So I'll show you picture, full size picture. Oh, don't need that. So check this one for the updates. The color scheme is the normal default, green versus red. The contour icons is the icons for the logos of the tank. So by default, I choose the default ones, but you could go fancy, like these fancy logos. In my opinion, it's highly unnecessary to have these, and they might slow down your computer by loading all these pictures. So just go with the default. Don't need to be that fancy, right? Here is the over the target markers. These are mascara, quote unquote, for the text. As you can see, it has mascara, shadows, yada yada yada, these fancy, This will highly slow down your computer, so I do not recommend it. You can press tab to look at the stats, alright? That's simple enough. You don't have to press tab constantly, but this is way too much, in my opinion, so you don't need this. You do not need it. It will slow down your computer. Don't need this. So don't need all these, yada yada yada. Here is the other XVM setting. So here is the show stats. So make sure you check the stats icon on the battle loading screen. Check this one. Check the simple statistics tab with vehicle names. Player panel, the start mode with large PP. So this is the large panel for all the stats during the in-game screen. You want to choose the transparency. I choose the weak one so you can see more of the battlefield. Here's an asterisk which shows whichever vehicle pops up. Now it is handy for multiple vehicles of the same type, so you can see which player is spotted and which is not. Here's a large panel for all the stats. Click that. Click the narrow one right here. Here is the XVM minimap. You want to have the turquoise line. That's where your gun direction line. You can do cheeky shots that's outside of your draw distance, where stuff does not appear on your main screen, but they are spotted by your teammates. So you can line up based on the line and where they are spotted from and take a cheeky shot across like 700 meters. That's why I used to do. I still do, but that's fun. Show the gun traverse lines. These are the gun constraints for fixed mounted guns, so it's highly useful for artillery or tank destroyers, which has fixed mounted guns. This will tell you if you have to shift your hull to switch to a target, which means you will have to turn off your binoculars or camo nets, so it's highly useful. Here is a yellow circle, or white circle in some cases. This is the maximum view range based on your current location, so you can see where enemies have to be to spot you based on their view range. Here is the draw distance square. That's where stuff appears onto your main screen. If they're outside that red square, they won't appear onto your main screen for you to shoot at. The dynamic view range circle. This is your actual view range, not the maximum view range. Maximum view range could be achieved if you have a good crew with binoculars, yada yada yada, but the blue circle is the more important one. That's your actual view range. Show icons for destroyed tanks to help you see where roads are blocked off by wrecks, like this middle road on this map. If there's a destroyed enemy, it blocks off your path. Simple enough. Better coordinates with the minimap. Labels for the minimap with full vehicle names. Press left control to zoom in with a bigger minimap. I kind of just squint at the minimap, so that helps. Here is the Alt key. If you press the Alt key, it will bring up the tiers so you can see where the limbing train is going. Here is the hit log. Now what hit log is the amount of damage you do. It is useful for personal missions like the tank destroyer missions, which has you to do like 3,000 damage per round or stuff like that. So it is helpful for tracking the amount of damage you dealt. And you can see like if you have to do like 50 more damage to achieve the personal mission, then go YOLO or something like that. So 5 headers instead of 0 or 1. Press Alt key for the HP log. So this is where your enemies are shown with their last known HP. Now this is based on radio. If your allies are outside of your radio range, this will not get updated, so it's not cheating, alright? It might show you a full health, like IS-8, but it turns out your allies are outside of your radio range before they can tell you that, hey, this IS-8 took like 2 shots and he's now at half health or something. So it's not cheating. It's not that cheating. Alright. Here is the server ping. It's useful to beat up on people who steals your internet. Here's the server info to see if anyone's online and if the queue is too long to play. Here's the XVM player scale statistics. It's the colors. You can choose whatever color of the rainbow, but I choose 6 default. Here's the custom icons for 6 cents. You want to choose whichever you like, but I'll show you how to edit your own personalized 6 cents icon right after this introduction. You can have a sound to play, yada yada yada, fancy stuff. Now I'll remind you, the more stuff you have, the more convoluted the whole mod system is, and it will slow down your computer. So you don't really need a sound mod, but it's up to you, alright? If you have a very good computer, then go right ahead. Here's the hanger XVM settings. You want to have the price button in the tech tree, the mastery badge for the tech tree, the gold locker, that's where you can lock your gold to prevent free XP or gold from accidentally being used. Same goes for the free XP. Change default currency from gold to credits. This will help with premium consumables or premium shells. Don't waste your money. Have a clock, why not? You can have multi-line carousel, like 2 rows or 3 or 5. Too much, you don't need it. You can't even see your tanks anymore. The scale of the carousel. Here is the additional info about your carousel. I choose the less fancier one, but you can choose the less fancy one, yada yada yada, whatever. Here is the zoom mods. I choose the 30x. This helps you see farther in and shoot on targets. Now there is a 48x as well as 60x, but these are prohibited on the North American and Asian servers. So it's up to you and your own risk to use these, but 30x is fine enough, and you don't want to go blind but just stick your face in there. So 30x is good enough. There's a zoom out mod to help you gauge a corner shot if a building is hiding, and you can do this third person trick with the camera, but it's small stuff. The rest of these is too much for me, so I did not check these. You can have a scope shadow remover, no scroll, disable gun shake effect. Yeah, you don't need these, so I uncheck all of these. Don't need it, don't need it, don't need it. Too much stuff. Yada yada yada. Crosshair is very important. I choose the original HARDscope. This is the rustic feel to tanks of that era. It's not the LED HUD with fancy blue green lights like this one. Makes you look like a freaking starship. So yeah, rustic feel, old-fashioned, not that fancy. You want to have the artillery mod for battle assistant for SPG, so this will turn your gun sights on artillery to be like a predator missile than the up to down default. So this will help with buildings or boulders, which is very useful for your personal mission. So choose the G button or the mouse wheel button. Info panel about targeted vehicles. It's too much stuff, yada yada. Oh my, too much. Yeah, stuff will slow you down, don't need it. Yada yada yada. You can redo all of these and choose whichever fits your fancy, but in my opinion and recommendations, you don't need it. Here's a multi-hit log for your enemies shooting at you. Now I think this is cheating because it tells you who hits you with what type of shell. if you have not spotted the enemy while they spotted you and shoot you, you could actually spot enemy vehicles by looking at this screen and telling who is being shooting at you, even if they don't pin. So I think this is kind of cheating and not really worth it, so I don't need it. Now you can tell other players by shooting gold at you with this mod. So here is the gold ammo visibility mod. So if somebody shoots APCR at you, they will splash silver. If they shoot heat shell at you, they will splash gold. And you can curse their name and shout premium gold or gold shell scrub like I do. But as you notice with the Centurion gameplay, the main default ammo is APCR, and that's why it splashes silver every time I hit and penetrate. But make sure you don't sound like a total noob, because some tank use APCR as the main default ammo, such as the T-71 or any tier 9 or tier 10 mediums. So don't go too crazy and curse about it. Rest of these will help you with turn off graphical performance and other stuff. Don't need it. Yada yada yada, don't need it, don't need all of these. You can read through and choose them to your liking, but my recommendation is you don't need it. Here's the garage mods. The only garage mod I recommend is the garage appearance. So this will change your premium garage to a fancier one, or from a standard one to a premium one. Yeah, it's better to have the premium account garage that have the stanky dank basement of a garage. That's a change. Here's the gun sounds. So you want to choose the KT's, Craig Striebler's gun sound right here. The engine sound. It's bugged, but just choose it anyway. Choose the hit sounds. Choose the War Thunder track sounds. This sounds very good. I like it. The turret traverse sound. The objects destroyed sound, like a building or a fence. The up sound for gun reload. Now it's not in like German or Russian, so it always goes up. So I have to change the main crew setting to standard, but yeah, it's a small price to pay. I wish they would do like a Russian version of up or German version, so you can use it with the German crew or whatever. And the rest of these are convoluted and extra. You don't need it. So once you're done, click next. And if you don't have mods, click on clean install or normal install, but you're starting from fresh. Now if you do have mods and you want to keep those, click on normal install. This will override those sound mods you have, and if there is a problem, revert back and restore your World of Tanks folder to the default vanilla before restarting everything, and click clean install. But I would recommend you do this first before you install other mods. So click on clean install and you should be done. That's the first step. The second step is extracting the engine sounds and patching it up, because Craig Striebler's engine sound is glitched with this version of Aslain's XVM modpack. So once you download it from the Craig Striebler's main website, extract it with WinRAR. Extract here. Here is the file. So you should have the main folder. And here it is. Now before you start copying, go to your World of Tanks folder, go to res, copy the audio, copy right here, go to res mod, go to 0.9.9, and paste the audio from res into here. And once you do that, go to the engine sound mod, go to 0.9.9, copy this, and paste it right here, and you're done. So that's all the sound mods, as well as the engine, XVM, other stuff. So all pack into one. There you go. And there's a slight tweak with the gun sights. Now with the HARDscope XVM edited crosshair mod, you have to change one little thing to have the black circle silhouette around the gun, because whenever you zoom in with the gun sights, it does not show the black circle outline around your periscope to make it feel like authentically looking through a periscope. So what you have to do is go to GUI, go to Scaleform, go to HARDscope setting, and you can change this with Notepad++. Now if you don't have an editing file, I'll provide you with this file, so you have to replace it in this folder. But once you do, you can click on this and go look for shadow. So find shadow, and you have to change this value from 0 to 100, and that's all you have to do. Now if you don't know how to edit files with coding or whatever, download this file from me. I'll provide you with a link in the description of this video. You have to replace it in the GUI Scaleform folder. So once you download this file, place it here, and you should be done. And here's a quick tip on how to install skin mods for the tanks. Now I'll provide you with my collection of skin mods that I use, but once you download a skin mod folder from the internet or wherever, you should have a file like this with the nationality in front, in the initials, and then the name of the tank. So copy this folder into the national folder, like American, British, whatever, and copy this folder into a vehicles folder, and copy all of these and paste it into resmod 0.9.9 right here. So paste the vehicle folder right here, and that's all you have to do. You do not have to turn it on, you do not have to activate it. That's pretty much it. And if you don't like the skin mods, go to the file and just delete it. So if you don't like the AMX30, delete it, and that's pretty simple. So here's a collection of all the skin mods I use, and you can find the link to download all of these in the description of this video. And very quickly, a quick run through of all the skin mods I have. So here is a Ram 2, Sherman EZ8 with the Fury skin, T69, T34, T57 Heavy, yeah, nice, the T30, the Black Prince, the Panzer IV Schmaltern. I like this one, it looks rugged and broken. The Panther 2, the Tiger 2, the E75, Dicker Max, Yak Tiger, GW Panther, AMX 1390, Lorraine 40T, AMX 13F3, the T44, the IS8, STI, SU-12244 has 2 antennas with this version and a machine gun. Yeah, the WZ-131, T-34-2, the 110 Shark, and that's pretty much it. But remember, if you don't have the tank, it will still work on the tanks you don't have. For example, if you have like the Batchat 25T, there's the Batchat skin. I'll provide you with the link, yada yada yada. And if you don't have a T57 heavy tank, it will also show up on the domination mode. So go download the skins for like the Leopard 1 or the IS7, yada yada yada, and paste it to try them on the domination model. But that's all the skins. And finally, before you start playing with XVM, you have to log in into their main website and activate your statistics with your account. So go to this website right here, modxvm.com, and log in with your World of Tanks account. Now don't worry, this website is tied to World of Tanks, so don't worry about your account being stolen. It's fine, I've been doing it for a long time, everything is cool. So go to here and log in based on your server and language. So update your stats. You can also prolong, increase the timer. Every 2 weeks you have to redo this. And you can go to settings to change the different settings within XVM. So I click on Add Battle, chance to win, yada yada yada, default scale. Now the rating is based on win rate for myself, but if you want to compare yourself to the likes of Jingles or Quickie Baby, last time I checked, which is like a year ago, they use EFF, but I don't know which rating scale they use currently. So yeah, that's their original scale, but that's how you change the different scales based on the different calculation of the efficiency ratings of different players, yada yada yada. But that's what you have to do to turn on XVM. And before we finish, if you're wondering how to change your own personalized icon for 6 cents, where Quickie Baby has his face for a 6 cents icon, and you want to have your own face, here's what you do. So go to any image and name it a PNG file. So for example, if I want a Selena Gomez PNG file, it has to be PNG, alright? It has to be a PNG file. So go take a picture of Selena Gomez, like always, and save this picture as 6 cents. Save it onto your desktop and go to your World of Tanks folder, go to ResMod, go to Mods, go to Share Resources, go to XVM, go to Res, and you can see a PNG file, this image file, that's the current 6 cents icon. So take Selena Gomez and put it right here. Copy and replace, and now Selena Gomez will become your own personalized 6 cents icon. So there you go, folks. All the stuff you need to modify World of Tanks, and it's not an over modification because it gets convoluted and stuff gets slowed down, your FPS drops. So my stuff and my tweaking with the mods won't slow down your computer, but increase the maximum enjoyability of World of Tanks. So hopefully this video is more catered towards new players who just got into the game, but older players like me or anybody else will probably do this automatically without watching this video. So hopefully you learn a little bit or something new about how to mod World of Tanks. But other than that, thank you guys for watching. I'll see you guys next time. Peace. Oops, I forgot to mention, patch 9.9 brought about a lot of bugs to World of Tanks. And Rita has a very good blog post about the fixes towards these bug problems. So I'll put the link in the description of this video, but it will help you fix a lot of the issues that might be appearing in your World of Tanks, like the resolution blurriness, that's based on the settings feature of the dynamic adjustment. So I'll put the link of this article page in the description of this video, and it might help you with the XVM changes and other stuff, and the crashes and other stuff that you might be experiencing while trying to modify your World of Tanks folder. But thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys next time. Peace.